Is it working?
It makes it easy to handle.
ऊपर ले और नीचे कर
कर Have you? It's snacks. Nice.
इसको ना
Look. I get it. बंदे को ना वो तूने लॉक नहीं किया हाँ ओह him because if you backstage him you won't be able to hear. All right, welcome everyone.
What did you do?
So, how's it yours? Couldn't hear you, please. How's it yours?
Nice.
Hyderabad?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. So, I quickly introduce myself. I am B, lead at Hyderabad. So, how many of you know about Hyderabad? So, any guesses? What Hyderabad is? Anybody? Yeah, community. What is?
Backlog.
That's where we will we'll let you know later. So, Hyderabad is a student community. To be precise, it is a global community. Hyderabad is inclusive, it is diverse. It's a simple place where you can make mistakes, explore things, and learn stuff. You need not to be pro in any textiles. All you need is interest and passion. So what we do? So there is a misconception among students and everybody that we hack accounts or it is related to hacking, but it's not. We make life simpler. For example, I would like to give the same example as I gave yesterday because I see many new faces here. Yeah. So, for example, you want to connect a Google Meet. What you will do first, you will log in, then you go to Google Meet, and then you will click instant Meet. So it is a kind of typing process, but not exactly typing process, but yeah, it takes time. So how about if on a single click you can directly open our screens, right? For this we have Google Extension Pro. So yeah, this is how we make life simple. So who are we? Yeah. What do we do? What we did? So, oops, you might be confused with source and information, but no problem. We are Hyderabadis. Yeah. Awesome. This is what we did last past year. So welcome to episode 2 of BUXZ, learning design in correct way. So how many of you know about design or have idea about it? No problem. Because we have a special speaker right here. He's Datta. He's a Hyderabadi too. He's a co-organizer at Friends of Figma Hyderabad. So everybody, please welcome our guest.
Thank you, V. I would like to say I'm a proud Hyderabadi, not just Hyderabadi. And let's get started. Yeah. So I just want to know like how many of you all know like design, just design, anything you can. You can raise your hands. What is design to you? You can raise your hands. Yes. Cool, accessible. Yeah, can we have a snacks or something for you? Like it is very relatable. Like definitely the design is accessible, whether the application is accessible for the users or not. And any answers, it doesn't have to make sense for me. It just have to make sense for you. That's it. Yeah, so anyone else? Okay, cool. I guess there are no answers. Okay, fine. Oh, yeah, sure.
The template which can make a website it should colorful, beautiful.
Colorful, beautiful. Yeah, of course, the website will be colorful, beautiful, whatnot. Yeah, can you also give us that? Yeah, please. To put on new ideas, yes, definitely. And there are thoughts, yeah, and can have type over there. Yes, I want to think around. So, how many of you all know any design tools over here? Design tools. Alright, big one. You already got Canva, yeah. Sorry? Flip UI. I guess it is for iOS, right? It's kind of language, actually. So it's not related to design. Yeah, so let's get started. So we all know like design like it doesn't make sense for everyone. Like, it is very subjective and all stuff. So you want to know like what is design, like what can I learn about it. So today we'll try to get into UI slash. Okay, this is a title. Okay, we get to that later. So we get to a guide, basic guide how to start UI design or UX design. So this would be this wouldn't be giving you any kind of like opportunities such as internships and all stuff. This will just give you a kind of like beginner guide, like what is design and all. So before we start, I just want to know like your hobbies and all stuff. So can we have volunteers give out post-its to each and every person? So you just mentioned your name, hobbies, and how long you have been spending on your hobbies on the post-it, and keep it with you. If you want to share the hobbies, you can just raise up so that volunteers will give your mic, so that you can just share your hobbies. Like for me, it's like I'm Dutta and I like to sleep. And how long do I spend a weekend? Definitely more than 48 hours. So these are my hobbies. So you can write your hobbies. Anyone can just stand up and can share their hobbies as well. Can ask what is your hobbies.
My name is Shashan, and my hobbies are like
Cooking. Nice. And how long do you spend?
when I go home, like,
Oh, that's really good. I can't do really good for them. So just raise your hands, like just take 2 minutes of time and write down, and we'll get started. Did you get your post? Yeah. Oh, we don't have that. Okay. You can just start and just share your hobbies. You can just say yeah, your hobbies. Yes, yes. Sleeping, yeah. Finally, I haven't made those. You don't want to post it, right? And when once you're done with writing your post, you just pass it to your other colleagues or your peers. You don't have to copy other comments, like other person's comments. It's not an exam. I don't know what is your hobbies and then just sleep about every time on another. And how long do you spend time on that? Oh, Oh, yeah, wow, yeah. I'm kind of like jealous of you because I don't see food data.
And
Oh, good. So this master, grandmaster. Even I do places like we places from six. Six. Thank you. So everyone is done, right? You get started. Can I just have their hands up if they are done? Everyone is done, right? So we'll get started. So, hello everyone. I am Lata Virvela and I hope I pronounced key of him and I am proud Hyderabad and also my co-organizer friends of FIMA Hyderabad. If you all are wondering what is FIMA, FIMA is a design tool which we use for UI design and also sometimes for UX. Okay. And also I'm a UX learner. So how did I start UX design? Like everyone has their own story, like how did they start their career or something or other. Like you all want to know like how did I end up here, like how I'm even talking about here. So let's get to know. So so this was my start at my first year of college. I was a mobile developer. I was a learner of any technologies. I was doing mobile photography just to escape from the coding. Just to escape from the coding. So I was taking photos and all stuff. So then suddenly I got to know like my fellow photographers were like portfolio and all stuff. So I said, okay, let me go and build a site. Like, let me get a site for me also. So I just went to that, and then I realized, well, if you want to get a site, you need to pay for it. I'm completely broke. I don't even have a single rupee for. So this was my initial reaction, like, oh, I'm completely stuck. I can't even buy a website right now. So what do I do and all stuff. So then I got to know by exploring and all the stuff, I went into asking questions and googling stuff and all. Then I got to know HTML, CSS, they use for building a website, and Bootstrap and all this stuff. So it was kind of like too much technology for me to consume. So I was like, okay, fine, let's go ahead, let's build a portfolio. I don't want to get into coding. I just want to make a portfolio. That's it. So I just went and I just tried to build stuff and all. So when I started developing the website, this was how my website is. Just like scalable, completely scalable, white and black. So I was like, let me go back to the photographers, their portfolio. They're like fancy, cool stuff is going over there, their animations and all. So I couldn't do it. It was too much complicated for me. So then I got to know about some doodles on their website, some graphic elements, so some characters playing around dancing like this. So that was the thing going over there. So I tried and I learned kind of like graphic design illustrator, played with tools and all colors and all this stuff. So then this was my website. Funky colors just came in. So it was RGB colors and all on the website. So then I thought, like what exactly is wrong with me? Am I on the correct path or wrong path? Like where do I go from this? Like how do I build my website and all stuff? So then while exploring, I got to know this called UI design, UX design. So yeah, so I was kind of like confused like what is this and all stuff. What am I even doing? Am I building a portfolio or kind of like am I just going with whatever comes in my way? I'm just going to learn it. So it was kind of like overwhelming for me. So when I got to know UI, so like I just procrastinated this straight for 7 months. I was like, website taking it, animation field interactive animation. We got to know UX design. So this was 7 months of journey. And then after understanding the true UI design, UX design, this was my reaction. Kind of like, oh wow, damn, why can't even student explore the proper path? Why can't even get into the proper path of this design and also. So I was kind of like exploring, and then I got a way. So that's how I landed over here. So this was my kind of like entire journey to the UX design and also from being a photographer and trying to be a developer, what could have happened. And I didn't even complete a portfolio yet. So it's still under construction. So I never completed the portfolio, but I got into UX design. So many of you all have this kind of questions like saying like, when can I learn design? When can I learn UX design or UI design and all that? So I just want to give you one answer, which is there is no right time. Just if you want to learn, just go and learn it. That's it. Okay. You can see this. There's nothing over here. There's no answer for it. For example, I can give you an example, like better example. My grandma, she doesn't know how to use digital device. So when I got my phone, like in my first year of engineering, I visited her village. So I visited her home. So she was like, oh wow, what's happening over here? So she was kind of like she wanted to know what exactly how exactly it was. So she was asking me questions like, how can I learn using this digital phone? I want to send WhatsApp messages. I want to get into WhatsApp groups of my friends. And her friends are almost like in the newer generation, like 30s, 40s, and she's in 60s. So that's the thing. She wanted to learn. That's it. She had a curiosity to learn. So yeah, so I just want to suggest one thing. If you want to learn, just learn it. It's not like I will do full stack development and then I get into design. There's no kind of like that like you want to learn because learning is not kind of like it will end somewhere. It will always take you on into new journey. You keep on going that. So this is how like if you want to learn, just learn. That's it. So let's get started. Like I think I've been kind of like talking about myself, kind of like flexing about myself. So yeah. So in the next 90 minutes, we'll talk about like learning UI UX design the correct way, and what is UX design, and what is UI design and UX design process, and also we get into the tools used in design, and kind of like we'll also get into Figma, kind of like we'll try to explore this stuff. And I'll also help you out like how to get started by giving the resources as well. So learning UI slash UX design the correct way. So if you want to learn the correct way, first take this term called UI slash UX. Forget about it. Okay. If you want to say UI slash UX, I'll be just like this. Okay. So this is my reaction if you want to say it in the entire word. So what is UX? Does anyone know what is UX? UX stands for? Wow, user experience, nice. And you think? Anything that goes behind the state of user experience? Oh, can you get facts? It used to create product or service. So I'll just tell you like what is user experience. Like I'll just give you a quick heads up. Like just focus on this. UX is everywhere. You might be wondering like what do you mean? UX is everywhere. It is digital. It is product, right? How it is UX is everywhere. So I just give you an example. Have you ever been in movies? How many of you go to movies? Never go to movies. Yeah. So we all go to movies. So I will make a personal example and also kind of like it might connect everyone. So the thing is when you go to movie theater, you will find it hard to find your seat number. Let's say that you book C5. Now you have to search for this. Seat number. Where is C5? Where is C5? So you can't find the seat. So you'll be kind of like, in my case, when I was getting in the multiplexes, this kind of multiplex malls and all stuff, they used to have some kind of like fancy floor like 6, 7, 6, something random numbers along with attached at the side parts. I never used that kind of spaces. So you might feel like like when getting into the uh, movie theater, you feel like oh, where is my seat? I want to find a seat. No, you don't want to miss out the entire the starting scenes of the movie. So you feel anxious about it. You feel kind of like, oh, okay, I need to find a seat as soon as possible. But you feel like, oh, I can't find it. You keep on searching for it, like, you find it for where is my seat, you ask other people, okay, is it C5? Yeah, this is C5, just take this. So, yeah. So, that's the thing. It's not just linked with the digital products, okay, it is linked with the experience. Let's say that as you all are finding difficulties in finding your seat, so this is where user experience comes in. The user experience, like you need to make sure that the users, like whoever the customers coming to your mall, are able to find the seats. But it's just not about finding the seats. It's also about making the users feel convenient. They should be anxious about, okay, I found my seat, but I kind of like, okay, if I go out and buy something, again I need to come back. Who am I going to ask? It shouldn't be like that. It should be simple. It should be, kind of like make the user to use your product or use your multiplex again and again. So that is what user experience is. It is never about digital products. Okay. So this is how. So let me say that as I'm kind of like feeling, kind of like finding difficult to find my seat in the marketplace, I definitely won't go and book the seat again in that multiplex. I'll prefer other one. So here the multiplex is losing audience, like the customers. So basically this is impacting their business. So that means you are losing your own customers just because of the bad user experience. So that's where we come across like how to improve this kind of experience, how to make our users feel secure, like feel kind of like they should be able to do their task as soon as possible. Okay, so this is where if you're gonna lose your customers, you're gonna lose the business. That's it. It's not just about improving the users. It's also helping the users so that it will impact your business. If you're gonna make the multiplex so that it is easy to find your space, then it is easily kind of like you're just making sure that your users are kind of like patient and you're just gonna make them come to the multiplex again and again. So user experience is about how your user is feeling about the product or the journey and how it is impacting the business. Okay. So I'll just show you a quick example in digital products, how it is being used. I guess you can look at my screen, right? Can you all guess this application? Tinder. I guess you don't know about Tinder. Yeah. So this is Tinder. So there is something called here Lucky's profile. So there's something going over there. Like, what do you mean by share Lucky's profile? Why do you even share other some girl's profile to my friend or someone? Like, I'm coming to some place to find my girlfriend. I'm not coming out here to find other people's girl. So yeah, you can see other things called recommend puja to friends. What? Recommend puja. Why do I even recommend puja to my friends? So that's the thing. It's just not about you are just helping your friend. Okay. You can see over here, recommend puja to friends. And next I'll show you something. This is Bumble. So you can find this. The last forward someone for you on the Bumble. So I'm trying to get my friends into this application. Say that hey, I found you, like I found potential match for you. So just come to this Bumble and use this. So what your friend will be like, okay, oh, this is good in this application. Okay, I want to look at that. I want to see the interest in all this. So what you think you'll end up clicking on it. And you go and install that. So basically what's happening over here is you're a new user and you're trying to download that. Well, once you're downloaded, you're registering it, you're a new user to the download. Basically you're the new income. Okay, you might end up buying a subscription. Okay, you might end up buying the likes and all this stuff. So that's the thing. It's not just about interface. Even if you see the interface, how it is designed is it is also impacting the business. Like it is taking the new users into the application. It might look kind of like shady over here that recommend user to friends, but this is what happening. Like we are just making sure that your current existing user is retaining the new one, like the new user is coming to this application. So your bubble is getting kind of like one shot two words. You just get one person in the application and you recommend the friends and all those stuff in the application. So that's how user experience is in digital products.
So what is UI?
User interface. When you think about it, like what is user interface? What goes in user interface? It can be anything. Sorry? How we interact? What we do? Sorry? What is in the front end? Yeah. So user UI is just user interface. So it is not just about how we look or how we interact. It is also about how we impact the business. As you have seen in the previous slide, the way they design is so that they can actually onboard the new users. Like share lucky program. Why it should be share lucky program? It can be like getting lucky. You can just send it like so it doesn't make sense if you want just keep whatever the terms you want. Like there is some kind of like research that has been done in the back end, like a back end, so that they came up with this like this should be based over. So it is also about impacting business through your interface. Okay. So we can go to this. Like this is kind of like these are kind of like menus which I come across like when I visit Babas and all stuff. So I feel like क्या करना है? So I feel like which one like this is kind of like too long. Like this is so big enough than me. So I feel so kind of like overwhelmed with the information. Like there's too much information for me to consume at once. Like if you go to a if you go to a very kind of like restaurant and if they give you this kind of like menu, you'll be kind of like spending 30 minutes just to think what should be ordered. And after 30 minutes, you'll think another 30 minutes, okay, should I confirm this? So this is how like it's not about just UI is not just about the interfaces. It's also about how you see the physical product as well. So it is as of now you can see it is too much data for you to consume. So you need to optimize the data. Optimize in the sense like make sure that user doesn't feel overwhelmed with the information you're going to give. Okay. So that's the reason like how we have books like page one, page two, page three, page four. You see the menu cards and all stuff. So UI. So I already told you right. UI is about interfaces which also impact the business. It is about the experiences created for building interfaces. So UI is subset of UX. Okay. So if you are a UI slash UX designer, or if you are trying to learn UI slash UX design, I'm sorry, I'm just going to catch you out because UI is a subset of UX. If you are just learning UI, still then you are just still a UI designer. You are not going to make it as a UX designer. So I'm going to show you like what's happening in the UX or UI. So in UI, we all just said what we do. It can be color, it can be layouts, it can be animations, it can be typography, it can be layouts or font family, or it can be buttons. So you can all this comes under UI. And next we have UX. So what is user experience? Like what exactly is that? I've been bragging about it from start. So these are all comes under UX, like requirements gathering, squad analysis. So there are too many genres over here. Too many new terms for us to cancel. Let's cancel it, right? So yeah, why kill the term UI slash UX or UX versus UI? It's basically the UI is subset of UX, and the thing is, if you are a UI designer, you are just going to design interface. But if you are a UX designer, you can be both. Like you can do the research and also you can do the design. Okay. So if you say UI slash UX designer, it means that I can do this for you and also I can do this for you. Okay. But the thing is, UX is always subject, like UI is subject of UX now. You can't just say that, hey, I'm going to give you, UI slash UX design for you. So that's the thing. It's not about UI or UX, and also it's never about UI versus UX. Because when you see the interfaces are also designed in a way that experiences for the users are kind of like easy to spend time on. Like they just go and tap on it. That's it. They just not gonna read it. Okay, so I need to tap on that. Okay, what will happen? Okay, there's a button called yes or no. Okay, what do you mean by yes? I won't read every stuff, right? I just have that kind of a mental behavior, like the model for me. Okay, if I click on it, this might happen. So this is kind of like, this is how like the UX works. And next,
We'll get to know like what is UX design process.
like how many of you all know what is UX design process or like what is this process? Or might be involved. So you don't take molecules. Yes. So yeah, you can share if you want to. You said that UX design process.
Yeah, so there is a like process as such. It kind of depends from like project to project and like things like that. So there isn't any one kind of process that you go through when you're like let's say you're designing an app, or let's say you're redesigning something, or let's say you're designing a watch app on your phone. Everything is different. So yeah, there isn't any one process or go through like different kind of things together and just pick up tools and pick up language that you want to use. Yeah.
Okay, as she said, like, like saying that there are no kind of like methods for it. There are no kind of like process for it. There is no proper process for it. Definitely, I would like to say that there is no proper process for it. Like it can be of anything. It doesn't have to be like if you're gonna do 2 plus 3, then you get into 4 minus 5. Or if you're gonna do the subtraction, then you get into the multiplication. If you do the multiplication, then you do the division also. There's no rule over here. The thing is, yours doesn't have any rules. It is more subjective. However, you decide like if you want to design an app, so you want to know the requirements. You want to know your audience. Okay. If you want to know your audience, you need to go and understand the ecosystem. If you know the ecosystem, then you need to come back to the audience. If you come back to the audience, then you need to decide which audience you want to design. So it's not like if you want to take first step, you need to keep going further. You can also take the back steps just to understand what's happening and trying to get more information on it. So that is how the UX design process. There is no particular process.
But I will show you just a generic process.
Just to give you kind of like what exactly it looks like. Okay, this is not a template. Don't follow it. I just cancel it out. Okay, just don't follow it. It's just for you to understand like what it
Will be like. Okay. So
Oh, I'm talking about user experience design and what it means. Yeah, experiment. Anything else going on here? Chemistry. Which type of chemistry? Yeah. Any other answers?
Having fun.
Having fun. Yeah. So that's the thing. Having fun, chemistry in both ways, and also experiment, doing experiment. So that's how you design this. But chemistry, that's not the chemistry I'm talking about. I'm talking about the chemistry between you and your product or your design. Okay. So yeah, you can see like can you all name kind of like what goes in an experiment we all might have done in 10th class, like first year or something. We might have done experiments, like we might be having some kind of like requirements. We'll be having some kind of like tools, observations, hypothesis, and finally you write the report, and then we will give it to your lab master, and they'll be like, nah, concentration part. They'll be like, nah, I need to do that, but you have got people. But what you need to do is you have to go back and do that in order to get good. So that's how this goes, the UX. You will have the requirements, you will have the constraints, you will have the objectives, you will have the goals to achieve such as blue color, and you will also have procedures like steps, whatever the steps you have taken to achieve this result. And also you have the kind of like observations, like so far you have done this, what result did you get? And then you have the business, like a teacher, the business stakeholders, like people, CEOs or CEOs, product designers, they'll be like, nah, I don't need a picture, I need a picture. That kind of product designer from analysis. So this is how the entire UX design process is. It just runs like a chemistry lab or a biology lab or other subject or physics lab. So that's how it goes. So now we'll see like the template, kind of like just to understand what's going on. Firstly, we have understand. What do you mean by understand? So understand in the sense, let's say that you are going to just design, let's say you're designing for the emergency application. You can't just go and dive, you can't just go and jump into the swimming pool and say that I'm not designing. First, you need to understand like what do you mean by emergency cases or what exactly is an emergency. How do you even confirm it as an emergency? Okay, so you need to understand the ecosystem first of all. Like what goes in the ecosystem. Let's say that you are design, let's say that there's money tracking application. So you need to understand the finances that are going into that side. Like people who are doing the finance and all that. Like you need to understand the ecosystem. So you might be thinking like, okay, how do I understand this, all this stuff? How do I even get there? You have Google there. That's what Google is creating. So yeah. So first understand the ecosystem through Google or any kind of browsers if you are going to use. So after understanding the ecosystem, you'll be having kind of like goals or some kind of like, you want to do this, like your designer, like your product manager said, design this application. So you are kind of like understand the whole ecosystem. So what you have to do is research. So basically what you are doing over here is you're just going over kind of like procedure where you're doing titrations, concentration, you're increasing concentration, titrations, CSO3 and all this stuff. Okay, so you're just basically doing this stuff. Like you're trying to
with we just ask the users to use this product and how likely they are going to achieve the results and all this stuff. So I'll just show you a kind of like walkthrough
the current case study which are doing. Case study is nothing but a research process which are been doing. Okay. And then there's something we already done the gathering insights. Okay. So
I'll just show you like how one will do their UX research. And this is whatever I'm trying to say, these are not facts. Okay. These are just part of my experience, like whatever I've learned, I'm just sharing. And it can be more than that. Okay. So this was the assignment given.
like there was a website called design assignments where assignments by companies, you can just go and find out like their design assignment like before interview we have this kind of task. So I have to design a web application for a parking manager who is managing a parking lot for small approximately 10,000 vehicles. Okay. Let's forget about this. Let's just focus on there. And we are focusing on two-wheelers and four-wheelers. Okay. So
I'll just show you like how I'm approaching this problem. It can be, if you're doing it, it can be in a different way as well. You can't just relate to my process. So
this is how like first this is kind of like what I understood. My first understanding towards the assignment that was given. Understanding and behavior and behavior of the parking managers, laborers who are serving, in the parking bars. And also we have to work four-wheelers. So right now I'm saying clearly, I'm trying to understand. But I already made an assumption saying that they are having difficulties. I didn't even understand what they are trying to do, like what's happening over there. But I already I'm saying that difficulty space. And over here, lot of time wasted in the small task. Did I go and speak to the users? I didn't. I didn't talk to anyone. This is my assumption. It takes time for the parking managers and laborers. They told you, they never said that it's taking time for them. And to navigate the customers, navigate the answer to urban space, this is feedback. So like if they are finding the parking space, it is increasing the entire parking number few times. The negative sales. These are all assumptions made by you. Okay, this is the first process like trying to understand
whatever the context given. And next,
again I'm trying to say that you understand the journey. And again difficulty space where two code. Okay, I'm trying to understand but I didn't understand it, but I'm trying to say that there are difficulties. And again I'm saying that it takes time. Again they didn't tell me that they're kind of like having difficulties with this, I'm having kind of there's a lot of time going on. So then
I just went to this saying that managing parking lots.
this is completely my kind of like assumption instead of like trying to understand and just say that this is an assumption. So let me get into the research trying to understand what's going on. So managing parking lots of two or four wheelers in a mall, by parking managers workers during peak periods. So what do you mean by malls over here? It can be any malls. It is very broad. It is very broad that you can't design everything, right? Like you can't design for everyone. You can't design for global malls and all this stuff. So that's the thing. You need to have some kind of like constraints, like some kind of like space for you so that you'll be able to achieve your goals faster. It's not like I need a Spotify 2.0 version for the entire development. You can't just say that. You have to go and try to understand your space, restrict your space, and try to bring up the product from it, and try to explore it and try to improve it. So I've made a decision during peak period. What do you mean by peak period? Peak period can be anything, right? Yeah. Sorry? Rush hours. Yeah. So rush hours can be anything. It is also another broad. Like peak period can be like I can go to like there are theaters in the month. Maybe there might be season sale. There might be going like offers, kind of like weekly offers, or maybe there are people who come to ice cream shop over here. There is a lot going in the shopping malls. So I cannot just say that during peak period is different. I need to come to a statement. What do I mean by peak period? Okay.
So I went to Google and I tried to understand what do I mean by this. What is
PPA. So it can be weekends. Weekends might be the reason for the malls, to get total occupancy. That might end up parking space. And theater, having a theater is kind of like it will run every day. So there is a chance, like as we are getting like every day we are getting customers, just with the entire year, as they are in the theaters. So here the peak period makes sense. Like if I say that my peak period belongs to theater. So I'm going to design for people who are daily visiting the mall as a form of coming to the theater. And they are shopping sale. Definitely shopping sale only 365 days. They won't give you that kind of offer. If they are going to give you just please tell me. Okay. And then holidays. It won't come every day. Just be Sunday holidays, we have summer, okay, and festivals. But to me, what makes sense is peak period makes theaters. That's where they get most of the customers or any kind of like visitors. So these are all kind of like shopping sale holidays. These are kind of like once in a season.
So this is kind of like what I gone through Google, and then if I have to understand,
Is that really whatever the assumptions are, whatever the data are gathered, is it really come to do that and to go and talk to the partner? I need to go and have a conversation with them, and then I have to gather the data. I can't just go and say that, hey, I think you're facing difficulties with the mask, huh? So I can help you with this app. You can't just do that. Just have to come up with some kind of conversation. Okay. The conversation always starts off with different opportunities. Like you just try to have a conversation in general way, so that like try to understand, okay, hey, what do you do daily? Like, what is your commute like? Okay. Try to understand the entire journey of the entire day. So then you get to know kind of like questions. He might be say he or she might be saying that we have this kind of like there are too many customers in this place. So then you can ask why there are too many customers. So they might be saying, they come for the theaters and all. Oh, why do they come for theaters? So that person might be saying, they come to watch movie. Oh, really? Like how do they come to watch a movie? Are they going to use two-wheelers or bikes or any kind of thing? Are they going to use parking space and all? They do not say like, yeah, they do come out to four-wheelers and also like, there are people who don't use parking spaces, then you can ask, oh, there are people who are coming to this mass load to four-wheelers. You can just ask them like how likely is the ratio between like how many two-wheelers do you come across, how many four-wheelers do you come across, like an average. So we keep on asking them questions so that it will be looking like a follow-up. So it doesn't look like you are just going to ask, I will solve your problem. So there's your problem. Okay. If he is saying that he is having a problem with wallet, I can't just say that hey, I'm not solving the problem. I just have to have a conversation so that I can empathize with it. So that's how it is.
so I'll show you something which I spoke back.
I told you, right? It is always about the business. It is not just for the users. If you want to design an application for the users, who's going to use it? No one is going to use it. Business are the ones who are going to invest in this applications or any kind of like apps, websites, or any journey like this, music theaters or maybe. Yeah, so that's the thing. There is always business metrics. So let's say that in a parking lot, in a shopping mall, there are theaters and there's a lot of queue time. Like I'm trying to find vacancies, like parking vacancies, and then I can't find. Then I'll be like, if there is too much of time, like there is a threshold, like there is this saturation point for me. I can wait up to this minute. After 10 minutes, I'm done with this now. I'm not done. So that's how it is. So to reduce the time taken, drop off rate. Like if you wanna exit the mall, there's you're like you won't get a customer. Like you are losing one customer. Okay. So that's the thing. Your time and drop off rate is proportional. Like in the sense, like if there's too much time, there's too many customers.
So I just show you last research goals. So I told you like
What about the peak period? What does it have to do with peak period? How I do to understand the entire parking managers. So these are kind of like goals for me to understand from their conversation. So this is like understand their community, understand their journey. What are their challenges? Okay, how are they currently solving? What are the software? Like are they gonna provide the software? You might be seeing few months like the one they have some kind of like they use some software like they ticket and then just you do copy or software. So that's the thing. You need to understand the entire ecosystem. And also we have another customer over here. Like we are not designing for the parking managers. We are also designing
for the two four-wheelers. So
yeah, that was about entire my research projects are having waiting. And you might be wondering like, what are the tools to learn UI design. Actually, there used to be one, Adobe XD, but it sadly left the chart. So now there are only three. Uh, Figma, Sketch, InVision. Sketch is for only people who are having Mac OS, like who are having Mac, they can use Sketch. But I've seen a lot of people who are having Mac, they use this Figma. So I'm also kind of like pretty biased with the Figma. So and next we have InVision. InVision is some kind of like a new tool which is being developed. And it is also kind of like of the Figma, this is also a tool which is mostly used. So intro to Figma, like what do you mean by Figma? Like what exactly it is? So you might be having this kind of question like Figma can use it for poster design, can use it for website, so and all this stuff. So before saying about Figma, how many of you all have used Google Docs? Yeah. So yeah, it is kind of like a cloud, right? Like you can just edit, like you can have multiple people working on the same file. So that's how the Figma also works. It is entirely cloud. Like you can just open the application. It is also a web browser. Like you can use this application just using web, and then you can just work on the file like almost like if you're working four members, you can just drag it over to one file and work on it, and you can keep on like you don't even have to update or save it. It will just automatically get saved if you have it. If you don't have it, just it is. I don't have it. So that's the thing. So this is about an intro to Figma, and also like you feel like sometimes you want to share this file with other people, like to get some feedback and all stuff. So there is another option for comments that you can use this. So you can just share your Figma file with them, and you can just get feedback also.
So before getting into the
Figma, so this is kind of like just a heads up. If you feel like you're lost, like what's happening with the layout, what's happening. Oh, I did this and it just vanished. If you feel like that, just raise your hand. Okay, don't worry that I'm kind of like unable to understand Figma. I'll just teach you. And also we have volunteers over here, and we have Sneha as well. Sneha is up here. We will also help you out with Figma. And also volunteers, we have Ashish, me, and other folks.
Okay, so this is the thing. Before getting started, if you have any questions, just raise your hands. We'll just come back to you. So let's get started. This is kind of like one of the mini and I'm right now. So let's get started. So I'll just show you before we all open Figma in your entire desktops. I'll just show you like interface. Okay. So this is how the entire interface looks like. Okay.
So these are all your files, what are the files you have created. And there's a name called new design, where you can create your designs also. Okay. And we have exam file. It is for like whatever we have done sticky notes, right now we have done sticky notes, we collected it and all the stuff. You can also do that in the exam file. You can just do the entire research or whatever you want, like use
Brainstorming and all this stuff.
exam. And if you want to create a new file,
You will go to this and click on new design file.
and this is your design. And whatever you can see over there,
This is called frame.
Frame in the sense it is the most having a kind of most priority. Okay. So this is the priority like in the entire Figma tool. Like if you click on F, then it will give you a frame saying that I need this kind of like layout. You need it if you have iPhone 14, if you want to have iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 8, Android, you want to have the desktop. So these are the kind of like layouts, already predefined layouts. You can just access it by just clicking on any of them. Okay. So
I guess I can't zoom. No, actually it works in the layout. Yeah, so this is the thing, like you can see over here, right? Let's say that I want to use, I don't have an iPhone, but I would like to have over here at least. So I got it. Just click on it
and you will get the frame. iPhone 13. Okay. And now we have something over here like frame, stroke, effects, export. If you want to design, like if you want to add color to it, you can just click on it. Okay. So I'll just show you how to do it.
So you can use, play with the colors like if you wanna. This is kind of like opacity of that color. So
Before we get started, like just open your desktop and go to Google and search for Figma, and you can just create an account and open directly in the web browser. You don't have to download it. Okay.
So just look at my screen if you need any kind of like help, how to open Figma. So just go to Figma in Google and you'll get something over here like Figma, and click on it. You'll get something like this, and click on continue with Google and open any account. Let's say that if you're creating a new account, you might come across this pop-up or something. Let me show you. So you can just log in, and if you want to have a new account or if you have already an account, you can use that. I'm trying to create an account over here. So now it asks what kind of work do you do. You can use it for design. You can just click on design. And how will you primarily use Figma? You can just avoid that and you can just go and create account. And you'll get into your desktop. So you'll see this kind of like interface
Where it also gives you a template for Figma basics. This is a get started. Exam basics to understand the brainstorming tool, like whiteboard diagram. And it also helps you like what is wireframing and over here like what you can prototyping. You don't have to explore all this stuff.
we won't be doing that right now. I'll show you something. Once we all have downloaded the Figma,
You don't have to download it. You can just use through your web browser. You know, there's a few apps that you have done. minutes, you just just give me 5 minutes. There are 5 things I need to sign up. So we will start. And then if you want to go and do something creative or not, you can just go and edit it. So everyone has downloaded the file. Anyone still downloading and this app? Yeah, so let's get started. Yeah, so of like we do some crazy Figma, we try to understand like the tool.
Like instead of like going and being so creative, like I'll just show you. Instead of doing this, instead of doing all this stuff, we'll just go and try to design something. Let's try to understand it as well, how to design it. So I'll just quickly delete everything. So firstly, I'll go to a website called mobin.com. It is a place where you can find existing designs,
Existing applications, websites, or apps where you can use it for the inspiration. There is already a series. You are going to replicate the same design over here. The thing why you have to do is, if you gonna just go and design by yourself, you won't be understanding like why did they have to do this. But when you try to replicate, you might be having other assumption saying that, oh, there might be having like, there might be this might be good. Okay, like you try to understand like the basic foundations of Lego. So let's pick a
screen. Let's pick a screen and we'll just try to replicate the same screen. So I guess like too many options. Yes. So if I'll just give you like 20 minutes. Like I'll just first go through like a Figma, like how we're gonna use the tool. So you'll have the time to explore Figma. Okay. So I'll just give you like basic understanding of it. So I'll just go and pick out a screen which I would like to design. So if you want to change, like if you have a screen, like like
black in color and if you're not used to it, you can just change this color like
you can just use any color. I'll go with E5, which is a basic which we all use. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bring this Coursera screen, iOS. So first let's break this design into components, like components in the sense, let's break them into groups. Okay. Firstly, if we start at the starting, we have something called like uh, a bar which has time, battery power and all the stuff. Okay. So first we'll try to get that from a community. Okay. So you can go back to your starting Figma where the interface, and then you can click on over here, and then you will find something called community. So this is where you can find templates, like
people who are like let's say that you want to use the icons. So you can get the icons from over here. Okay. And if you want to get some kind of like design filter, Spotify design, like you want to get the Spotify design assets. So icons you can get go and search for it. Like you can just tap on community and
you'll get this. So this is what you'll get: colors, backgrounds, landing page, and all this stuff. So what I'm gonna quickly do is first we'll get back to the screen. Here we have a task, kind of like a bar, notification bar, something. So we'll try to get it over here by iOS components. Like you can just click on iOS. So now we have something kind of like something related to iOS, like some elements which related to iOS version. So we'll get the kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on over here, the export option, and then I'll click it on my profile. So this is the iOS kit, like the standard guidelines.
you can't just go and create a new battery guidelines. You can't just go and create your own design like the Wi-Fi setup. You can't just go and create your own Wi-Fi setup. It just makes sense for you. But whatever the other 8 billion or maybe 7.999, it will have to make sense for them. Right? So that's the thing.
We'll use the kits which are already existing, and also it is set in the industry. So what I can do is I can just quickly copy this. You can just go and click on this, quickly copy, And let's make, so first of all, I'll get a frame, which is iPhone 13, iPhone 13 mini. And then what you can do is you can just copy that or whatever the component you have. So yeah, this is the component. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. So you don't need this kind of like notch over here. You can just delete it. So now we have something similar to this. So if you want to increase the size of it, like if you want to increase the width of it, you can just click on control and you can just drag over this. You can just do this. Okay. Next, we have something called switch catalog. We have a text over here. So we'll try to find where's the text tool. So there's something called T. If you type T also, you'll get a text tool. So we'll try to switch catalog. So let me see. First of all, it is very small for me. Just give me one minute. So you can just wait, like I'll just show you how to design, like then you can go and do your design. I'll give you all the links. So now we have something, text over here, switch catalog, and then let's try to resize it according to the frame size. Let's say that this is 375 into 812. Let's get this towards 375 into 812. So what you can do is you can just go and click on it and enter your, yeah. The reason why it got, like automatically got the exact result is you have something like, constraint properties. Like if you give the width, it will automatically calculate the height. So now we have switch switch catalog, which is in blue color. Okay. So what you can do is you can directly go and use this tool where you can click on fill and you can use the eyedropper tool and click over here. No, don't tell them to design, just tell them to design for 10 minutes. Yes, so we have the color. First, before designing the colors, we'll try to understand, okay, there is some kind of like space over here, right? We'll try to get that space over here as well. Like we'll try to understand how much space might have been given over here. So we'll try with just understanding with the rectangle what might be the space. So the space is 16 width. Okay. So this is their standard, might be standard guidelines which they are following in their application. So it is 16 width. If you check over here, it will be the same, right and left. Okay. So the thing why you are doing in this way is you'll try to understand how the good design is instead of designing whatever you want. You try to understand like, okay, this might be the kind of like assumption. Let's say that this is my assumption, like saying that okay, 16 is something which is for the good layout for their application. So that's what might be the reason they have gone with 16. So I'll try to set this up with 16. So and also try to understand the space between over here and here. Okay. So let me bring a rectangle and try to. So it might be something 10 or 8. Like like I'm just coming with the 8 multiple. Let's say that here there is a 16. So I'm gonna use 8 multiples, 8 ones, 8 twos, 8 threes. I'll use that 8 consistency so that I don't have decimals again. So that's the thing. So let me bring this. So now we have 10 as a height. If you want to decrease it, you can just make it 8. So now we have the switch catalog over here. Okay. So if you want to delete anything, you can just click on Control X or delete or backspace. And then what you have is explore. So I'll try to keep it with 24. I'm just designing just to give you an understanding. You will go through entire, like you can have your own perfect design. So this something looks bold and over here it looks regular something, right? So we can have something called bold. And it feels like the text is too small, right? So if you want to increase the text, you can go and use same again 8 principle, or you can use 4 principle like 4 multiples as well. So you can give 40. Oh, it looks too big. You can have 24. So we can design, can have 24. So now you might be wondering, how will I design this and all the stuff? So you don't have to design it. Like the thing is, there are already proper community files, like proper community, like which are with proper guidelines and all the stuff. You don't have to recreate this by wasting your entire time by designing an icon. Right? So what you can do is, you can go to the home and you can go to the community. You can type. So you can just use icons. If let me get a Google one. It doesn't make sense like using Google icons in iOS, but yeah, just for the quick. So I'll just go and go on material design. So now you can see something like icons over here, right? Material design kit. So this is the design kit which all the devices, like the Google devices or any Android devices, will use this kind of kits. Okay. So you can just directly go and download anything, download any plugins. Like you just have to go over here, click on plugin, and then okay, so material symbols, you can just go and download this and you can run this. If you click on run, this will happen. So you have something like a pop-up, something like appearing on the screen. And now what you need is search icon. So you can go and search, click on search, and again search for it. So we'll get something this. So now we have something like exactly this. So we don't have to design this. So this saves our time. So what you can do is you can just go here and you can see there is some kind of like a rectangle in the back side, and what you can do is you can just bring out that rectangle and like try to understand like the height and width, try to keep it in the even numbers, avoid odd numbers. And you can just try to add this and you can see there is smooth edges over here. Like over here, it feels like some crispy edges. So what you can do is you can just use this where you can reduce the radius by smoothing the edges, or else you can use this by using like 4 or 8. You can see over here, right? The smooth edges. So what I can do is I want just exact color like this. So what I can do is I can click on fill and then I can just go and click over here. I'll get the same. If you want to undo any action, you can just use Control Z. It's just same as across all the commands that you have been using. Now, if you want to see the height, like the distance among this, like what might be the height, you can just click on Alt. There is 5 on the top and bottom on the 5, like the padding, something like a padding. So, and then what you can do is here is the black color and here is the blue color, and you can just go and use black color, but try avoiding entirely black. Try not to use completely black color. Okay, try to use different shades in it. Over here it is 1FF. So now we have something like this, and we have something background in a different color. So we can just go ahead and create this. So now it is kind of like similar. So what you can do is, so now we can see in the at the over here the switch can draw the text is there in the corner. If you want to bring it on the top, like it is in the back of the rectangle. So now you want to bring it to the top. So what you can do is control and click on the square bracket. So it will come to the top of it. So now what you can just have that what do you want to learn and all stuff. So I want to have the same color as this. So I'll just use this. And then I want to have a spacing like, if you click on two elements and if you want to know the spacing, you can just click this one and this one. This is for the spacing over there. Where if you want to have spacing like 8 or 12 or something, you can just click on it. It will just align by itself. Okay. So now you might be wondering, like, okay, I can do all this stuff, like, I can just fill these rectangles and all stuff. But how do I get these images? You might be having this kind of question or something. So I just quickly go and make a rectangle, like something like this, the shape, width, and I'll have something like 4, I guess. Yes, 4. So now I have is 4. So now what I can do is, if you want to get images, there is one like there are three-way process. One is you can just copy and paste an image from the Google. Like if you want to go and like let's say that me. Let's say that I want to copy this image and I want to paste it. So what I can do is copy that and paste it over here. You'll get an image, right? But if you want to save an image, like you can just download that image and you can just directly get it, and you can just what you can do is go to this and let's say that over here, this is the rectangle over here right now you have. So what you can do is you can click on fill and you can click on image, and also you can use videos as well. So that is a new feature. So we can click on image. So now we'll have some kind of like black and white canvas. Now you can just go and click on choose image. So now I have something this. This is the image. So it is exactly the right fit for this kind of rectangle. You don't have to try reducing the dimensions and all the stuff. Okay. So now we can have this Google Data Analytics. So now we can see if I'm trying to reduce it, it's kind of like, it's in the middle. And over here, if you see, it's kind of like, side, the left side. So how do I get it? So what you can do is you can just click on this. These are the align options for the typography. So what you can do is click on this, you'll get it on the left side. And let's say that if you want to have this in the center. So if you want to have this image in the center, these are the align tools for the element in the particular frame. So this is the frame and this is the image. And what I can do is I can just click on this align horizontal center. Now it is in the center. You don't have to try by saying doing this stuff like moving here and there and you trying to calculate, oh, this is the center. You don't have to do any math over here. So this is the thing. And if you want to get any kind of like images from online, you don't want to go and search for, like, okay, this is the right image for me. Like you don't have to go and do all this stuff. what you can do is go to the community, click on Unsplash. So this is the Figma plugin. Just click on try it out. Click on when this dialog box, and you can just click on this, and now you will have the plugin installed. And what you can do is you can just click on the image. Now you have the plugin installed. What you can do is you can just go to this, click on this, and just right click on it, and you'll have something called plugins. In the plugins, you can just go to the recent or something, or you can find your plugins over here in the saved plugins. I'll try to find Unsplash over here. So now the entire this Unsplash website, like I'll show you the website. This entire website is running in the form of plugin. So you don't have to try and Google stuff and all. You can just directly go ahead and search for it. Like I wanna have food. Okay, I got a yummy food over here. That's it. We have the food image over here. I'll show you again. Right click on it, click on plugins, find your plugin in the saved plugins, and then you'll go to click on Unsplash, which is a image like a stock images where you have the stock images. Click over here, and you will have some keywords. If you want to have something specific, let's say that tech, you can just go ahead and click on this. You just have to go and click on the image, and you'll get the image in this container. So this is how you can do it, and you can also get this. I was not, I guess, by this. Like you can just go and copy it, and you can just go and paste it. Let me bring this. So I'll try to decrease the width. So now you have the same thing. What you need to do is right now you just need to go and add the images and all this stuff. So there is another trick. Like if you wanna do if you wanna you can't you can't just keep on copying the image, and you can't keep on doing this kind of like you can't keep on adding images, text, and all this stuff, right? What you can do is you can just group them. Group in the sense like you just want to make them belong to one category. So now they are one category called group, and then you can have something called auto layout. So now you have the auto layout. So next what you try to do is just focus on this two and this one. So now we have something called spacing. So this is the spacing between these two. You can have 16. So now it will increase. So the best thing over here is like if you want to add so now if you want to have multiple images and all the stuff, what you can do is you can just directly copy paste, and now you can have this two and make them as an auto layout. So now these are two auto layouts. Now what you can do is you can just control and copy paste. So now we have something like so you just have to replace the content. It will keep on increasing based on the spacing you have given as 16, the bottom one. And if let's say that if you want to have this in the y-axis, then you can just click on this direction. If you want to have it in the right side, you can just have it in the right side. So that's the thing. This is how you can use this kind of like a tip which we all use. Like auto layout is kind of like a savior for us, for all the designers. Like you can't just keep on making the rectangles, right? So this is kind of like templates. So that's how you can just go and design it, and if you bring it in a frame, it will automatically get cropped by having this called clip content. So if you click off this, whatever the outside the content, like even the there are elements inside this frame are running out of this frame. Like the boundary is too much. Like let's say that I have a boundary of 400, and I have elements in it, and the elements are of 500 boundary. So it will keep on showing that content as well. So if you want to make that restriction saying that, hey, I just want to have this X dimensions and Y dimensions, and I don't want to see anything else, you can just click on clip content. So you are done with it. So now you can just go and change the images and all the stuff. Okay. So that's the thing. So now you can just go and design it any screen if you want to. You can just use a website called plugin. I mean, website called Mobin, or you can use other website called Screen Lane. So where you can find one screenshot and try to design one screenshot. We'll have a quick timer for 15 minutes. It is right now like we can't just design everything, right? Like, so let's try to understand. So we'll have timer 15 minutes so we can all get started. If you have any doubts, just raise your hands. Volunteers will be there, and also I'll be there, and also Shreya, Satya will also be there to help you out. So now we all can get started. So now we can design. You can make any design, it's up to you. But if you want to design the screens, you can take the website as an example, mobile.com, and just keep it up. This is the website, mobin.com. You can play around with it. You can design if you want to. You can be creative as well.
Just a heads up, just don't keep on looking at the website and that. You'll never be able to do that. Just take an eye on the website and just figure out.
This IO. So how to break it?
We are done. Finally, just to give you kind of like intro to Figma. Okay, I don't want you to design day and night over here. Okay, we are trying to go. So the thing is, I'm just giving you kind of like how to get into the Figma and try to design. Okay, I'm not telling you to design over here. Okay, if you are interested, if you want to just know what's going on here, you can go home and you can just explore this. So we get started.
We are almost at the end, so we just close the Figma and I'll just come back to the talk. So
Everyone might have questions like, how can I learn UI slash UX design? So if you want to learn, you can follow these three principles.
so one is kill the term UI slash UX.
You already know the reason like why you kill this term. Like it's either a UI designer or a avoid Dribbble, Pinterest, or Behance. So try to avoid Dribbble, Behance, or Pinterest. So these are the three platforms where you can find creative designs, funky colors popping out. It looks cool to you, and you want to design that way. But those designs are actually not good designs. They are good designs, but there are kind of designs which influence you in the wrong way. So you end up on the wrong direction. So try to avoid this. If you want to get inspiration, go to the platform and just try to understand how these are the colors, these are the symbols. So these might be the layouts. But don't try to implement that kind of designs in your
kind of like Figma file. And next is don't
learn the tools. Try to avoid learning tools. Okay. I mean, you might be wondering, okay, I just learned, you just taught me like walk through the Figma and you are just telling me, don't use the tools. So the thing is, before there was Adobe XD, a tool called Adobe XD. So that tool, like most of people were like, "Chalo, we'll that tool will give you an internship for that," and it got replaced. Like it is now Adobe XD is now out of the chart. So that's the thing. Like tools will not long last. Okay, your design principles or your foundation, like your perspective to those good design is stay with you. That will help you design a better UI or better experiences. So don't learn tools, okay? Learn the proper foundation, the proper guide, the proper way to design it. So then you will understand, okay, I just have to go this tool and use it. The tools are nothing but just having the rectangle shapes. You just have to take the shapes and all stuff. So that's the thing. You don't have to learn a tool.
learn the foundations of it. So now I've seen like
mobbing, you can do the mobbing and you just try to design. So you can go through this like, okay, practice UI design. I want this like UI design. I want to understand layout colors. So you can go through this website, mobbing, speedway, etc. and then replicate this existing designs. So that will give you an idea of like, okay, this is
kind of like, okay, this might be the way that they have designed in this. Okay. So you don't have to, just do a creative design over there. So
if you want to learn Figma, you won't be a UX designer or UI designer. This is a tool. It won't even get you a job, not even an internship. The only thing which will give you a job or internship
or anything that you are looking for is your skills.
understanding towards the design. Because design is not something like HTML, CSS, where you learn how to code and you just type it as you get a website or something like that. Design is subjective. Oops, I forgot I have that. So, how can I learn UX design? So, if you want to learn UX design, like principles, trying to understand what's happening in the experience, what is the experience of, you can learn this book, Design of Everyday Things. It's kind of like, kind of like a holy book to for the UX designers or any kind of designers. You can learn this, and next you can go to understand what is deep design and art design. And next you have the best in resource like YouTube, where you can find a lot of information. You don't have to go and do certifications saying that I'll give you a certification saying that if you learn UX through our camp, you will be selected in Google and all. You don't have to do that. You can just go and go to the YouTube and try to learn from YouTube itself. So these are the YouTube channels: Design Pilot, VA Experience, Agent Smart, and Group, Sara Buddy, and there are a lot of other channels for the design network, Disco, UX Angel, Matt, and I don't know how to pronounce the names. Yeah, so that's the thing. So these are kind of like very resourceful information where you can get, so that you don't have to go and try to explore other information. Like the thing is, UX is there's a lot of information. There's a lot of resources. Everyone is trying to guide, but they are not trying to guide you. So these people are someone who I look up to and the ones who learn from them. So you can learn from the YouTube channels. And you have some, if you want to read blogs, if you're a person who likes to read stuff, so you have this energy where you have this blog, all the blogs regarding UX foundations and all this stuff over here. And next is called UX Collective website. And if you go to media and search like UX, you get a lot of thousands of there. results. And next you can go to the interaction design foundation, you find papers, blogs, and case study factory. Like this will help you to understand like the UX, like what to do and what not to do. And where can I find mentors? Like you all might be wondering, like, okay, everyone has a teacher in like if they want to get into development sciences, you have to find a lot of people in their category, in their college, or whatever the design is. So this is the place where you can find a lot of mentors. First one is Eric List. It is a free mentorship. Like I'm not paid to do any kind of marketing for it. So Eric List is I personally go over there connect with mentors. Like you have mentors from different companies, Google, any kind of like Meta, Google Meta, and also Deloitte, all the companies. Like you can find a lot of companies, thousands of companies over here. Companies from their team, like they might be design leader, they might be designer over there. So they would like to give you a free mentorship. So you can just, even if you are nothing about UI design or UX design, you can just book a call with them, say, I just want to learn what exactly is you doing in your design. You can just learn from them. And next is Twitter. The thing is, why I'm mentioning Twitter is place for the tech. Okay. You all might be wondering, LinkedIn, I have LinkedIn, I'll be have LinkedIn premium and reach out to hundreds of posts, But in first of all, Twitter is the best place where you can find the resources and you can actually, people are actually helpful in kind of guidance posts. And the best thing the first thing I do whenever I come across any designer, like these kind of like OG to me, like original guys to me. So I go and message them, say that, hey, I just saw your profile or something. Just send them a message saying that, I want to learn your process. Just go and say hi, please. Just don't say hi, try to mention any kind of content. If you can't say hi, you can go. And next we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn for any kind of like industry designers also we have. You can reach out, but thing is, most of people need LinkedIn premium, like most of people are LinkedIn so you can also use this. But the thing is, code mails or code messages kind of like that always works. For me, it is always working and it always works as well. Not just for me, many other people. So next thing I would like to suggest is for designers or anyone who would like to design or would like to become a designer or developer. No, I don't know what is that. Which sorry is. Yeah. So you can just join the community and meet up with all this stuff. The reason why I'm saying is it just not helps you to get tech information or something related to it. It also helps you to make you speak in public. The reason why I'm standing here and speaking is this is of Acrobat, which helped me to get into meetups where I used to talk with people over there and I used to have communication over there. So before that, I used to have like kind of like shivering whenever I see a new person in the entire just with the entire bunch of folks. I don't know, I don't know how to do it. But right now I can able to speak. That's the reason because of the communities and meetups and events. So regarding the design communities, if you feel like you want to join design communities, the place only for the designers maybe. You can find other people as well. Just for design communities, you can have design buddies and everyday design. So and design pilot friends of Sigma, iterative UX. And everyday design has some community like which we are trying to build it. Shreya, I, Adulya, and Milo. So we who are trying to build this everyday design community. So yeah, so this is the community is particularly for designers who are get into it. Like you don't have that kind of like experience. Don't need any kind of like 1 month experience, 4 month experience to join this. Okay, this community is open. So in the design, always take feedback and also give feedback. Don't say that like if you have designed something, I have designed something right now. Don't just say that, hey, your design is good. Okay, never say that. Try to give them feedback so that they can actually work on. If you want to say that, hey, this looks fantastic, they don't know what to work on, right? So you always need to give a meaningful feedback. And also you need to give a meaningful feedback to their manager. Give and also you need to take it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You have kind of like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can ask me any kind of like questions. And you can raise your hands if you have any kind of questions. Any hands? Okay, so this is not, again, I'm not doing any marketing of it. So, Friends of Figma is a community of design enthusiasts and also for Figma enthusiasts as well. Kind of like if you love Figma and you want to, get into this kind of community, let's say if you are designing or else if you want to be in design. This community is for those folks who are into the design. Okay. You can also be a developer into this community. Like you can make your own plugins. You can make your own collaborative with this kind of interfaces. Okay. It's not restricted only for design. It is inclusive. Okay. Any more questions? Yeah. How to create a new design? That's a